My name is Thomas Lance Hester Jr. I have 3 children. Brittany Dawn Hester, she's 17. Thomas L. Hester III, who just turned 13 yesterday. And I'll get into the events that transpired. And my youngest son, Lorcan Thomas Hester, who is 3. Just to give you a quick background information, my wife, soon to be ex-wife, Fawn So Trung, who is a member of a naval Seabee battalion here in North Carolina, based out of Charlotte, I guess is unhappy with some of my requirements for the divorce. So she has made it to where pretty much me and my other 2 kids are homeless, even though we have several properties that are paid for in full and the tenants are on month-to-month leases. And will not allow us, to use any of the homes for my children. I've been a stay-at-home dad for the past 4 years because she said that she did not have the patience to raise the kids and that I was more in tune with their feelings. And she even reported this in a custody battle with my other ex, who is the mother of my son, Thomas L. Hester III. So I'm not making this stuff up. Well, the other night, I realized I was being followed during the day on March, let's see what the date is, March 14th, my son's birthday. And at first I didn't recognize it, but then I had my son start writing down the license plates, the car descriptions, and they would get in front of me and split down every road. So no matter where I turned, they were there. And I recognized several faces from her Seabee battalion. Then they got me pushed off into a back country area. When I pulled over at the store, 3 big dudes jumped out of the truck, tried to bust open my window and pull me out of the car. So I spun out of there to get away from them. And then they ran me and my 12-year-old off the road as I was trying to make it to his birthday party. Okay, I called the police immediately. They dispatched a unit out there, Gaston County, which I think I remember the guy as part of her unit, and I'm not going to disclose any names right now at this time. But the guy that had just did all that drove by again and stopped and smiled and asked if we needed help. And when I told the police officer that was one of the guys involved, he told me, "Oh, there's no way I can catch him." But then they proceeded, when the cops left, to go at the end of the road, and every one of the vehicles stopped and talked to this police officer. He told me that I could file a complaint with the magistrate's office. When did felony assault with a vehicle become a magistrate office problem? Several of the cars stopped by while my son and I were walking down the road in the middle of the night, after they were making things like they were going to run us over, to make little snide comments about, "Oh, do you guys need help?" And I said, "I recognize your face from the get-togethers we had with my wife at her Seabee unit, when they had the get-togethers in Charlotte at the Nosh Center." And I told them I recognized them. And they think it's a big game. Currently, to this day, I'm still being harassed. I've reported it to the JAG officials, the head of her unit, which I've had no recourse. I contacted Eyewitness News, and I'm still not getting anything anywhere. And my son is scared to death. And when I told the guys, "Hey, it's my boy's birthday. If y'all want to come after me one-on-one, but do not involve my children." Okay, and then my wife, telling everybody how poor, pitiful she is sitting on, a couple $100,000 in illegal money she's made off illegal workers, exploiting them and hiding it from the IRS, which she's under investigation. And now they're charging her with several $100,000 in back taxes. Money I didn't even know she had in a separate account. And has been doing all kind of things I didn't know prior to the separation. So I want to get the word out there. When I get home from work tonight, probably not tonight, my son will be asleep. It's been very traumatic. He missed school, and they knew that he had some truancy trouble for missing school, so that's issues I'm trying to deal with now. And it all dealt with emotional trauma and physical trauma he suffered while I was married to my ex from her family who lives with him. They're Vietnamese, and their culture is different. They were very abusive to my children and to me emotionally, controlling, and very vindictive. She claims that she wants the well-being of my kids, will not allow me to see my 3-year-old. And then when I did get him the one night and had the police make her leave after I found out she was telling my 3-year-old things that will corrupt his mind and try to make him think badly of me. And when I asked him who said it, he said his mommy did. So I kept him, okay? I am not on my feet yet, but I was a stay-at-home dad for 4 years. I'm currently working my tail off 2 jobs to get ahead so I can rent another home, which is ridiculous considering the fact that we have properties that are paid for in full. But yet she's telling everybody she's worried about the kids. She puts us out with no money, and she says, oh, y'all can stay here and what, be abused more? No, thank you, okay? I will not put my kids through that if we have to live in a tent. It's safer for them than being over there. And then she said, well, ask the 3-year-old who he wants to stay with. He said, Daddy, I've raised him since the day he was born. I've never been separated from him until this. Now all of a sudden she acts like she's the perfect mother, okay? And of course, since I'm down and out and just working, I don't have access to the cash I need to get the attorney fees and everything paid that I need. My current boss is trying to help me, but it's a big load to put on his shoulders. So she's got the money. She's already hired the best attorney here in Gastonia. And what person, and she's going to deny that she was involved in it, but the cell phone records show that she was in communication with them. They were all on the phone. It was planned out, and she had to be a part of it. Because she asked me the location of my son's birthday party, and ain't it funny, it was all set up around that area to do this. My truck I was in is beat up pretty bad. I've got a video of it. But, I'll let you hear my son's side of the story so you can tell that this isn't a made-up bunch of hoorah. And again, when I said something to the police officer, and he said, well, if you know who they are, you can take out papers with the magistrate. Like I said, abuse of power. This goes beyond all I've ever seen as an American citizen that I served 4 years defending my country, and I'm a disabled veteran, that these actions have not been rectified quickly, and these people put in jail, stripped of their military pensions, and not allowed to dishonor our country like this. I understand the fact that they think they were trying to protect their own, but how does coming after me and my child protect somebody that I haven't even seen except in a public place or with witnesses? Thank you, and I look forward to making the next post with my son. There is an email account. You can email me at L as in Lima, Hester, Hester, 38@gmail.com. Now, if she has access to this account and closes it, I will open up a new one, and I'll keep you guys updated. America, I need your help. I mean, you want to talk about corruption and tyranny. This is the best I've ever seen it at. And this all coming from a little perfect Vietnamese woman that's got everybody believing she's so perfect and innocent and so great and wonderful, but will put my child's life in jeopardy and put us out on the streets with nothing. She claims that I'm on drugs and all this other stuff. Well, ain't it funny how things change whenever you need it to be? She was with me for 4 or 5 years, and it was never an issue. So forget what I've done or not done. I've never physically tried to kill a person and its child. And even when I informed them that, hey, leave my child out of this, you see he's in the vehicle, you could see him plain as day, he's as big as me, they laughed. This is ridiculous. America, help me out here. Let's spread the word. And this is not fiction, this is fact. You will be hearing from my son, Thomas L. Hester III, shortly. Thank you. Good night.